Good morning, Madden people. Want to get back at you today. It's been a couple days. It's been a lax couple days. As you can see by the schedule up here, not a lot of content, not a lot of talk about. Typical early launch money making methods are viable. Outside of that, there's not a whole lot that we can be doing in game. Outside of your standard sniping, your get a player packs, those are all standard launch stuff. That's what I mean by that. There's no or promo going on right now that we can utilize some training and, re-roll or nothing like that right now. We'll be getting into that soon enough, but currently we don't got that. So I I felt a little bummed about the content we've been getting lately, and I want to spend a couple minutes, not even a couple minutes, quickly touch on it. I put this up. I was trying to make kind of a schedule of my to-do list every day going forward, what I gotta do, team of the week on Tuesday, and, my legends on Friday to get my free boss legend. I've been going through and just kind of make a schedule of that. And I decided to look back and see what content dropped, how many days we got content, and what kind of days were just blank. We're dead days. We're boring days. So I got this up. What did I come up with? 6 days of content since launch, including launch. And then we've got 8 days of no content since launch. So we're talking almost a good full 2 weeks, and less than half the time is content. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe there's other issues going on. I know there's a lot of other issues going on. We're pushing our third title update today, which is something else we're going to get into in this quick review. But I just feel like there's more. Now, if you look down here and kind of look at the dotted boxes, that's stuff that actually hasn't launched yet. We're not there yet. If we get into next week and we get our weekly content next week, which is something that they touched base on in Good Morning Madden this morning, that we should expect it next week. If we get that next week going forward, then you're looking at a schedule of something like this, and that's not bad. And then you're going to drop promos in there when they drop. Like, I could handle this final week down here, what we're projecting for next week. I could handle that for content, and that's a lot of content. It's a lot of stuff getting pushed at us. What I worry about is them pushing irrelevant content just to push content. Make heavyweights relevant. Give me the flashback and up their stats a little bit to that one game. Give me that. Just make it more relevant. I'm just tired of flashbacks never hitting my team. Heavyweights hit my team, but none of the other promos seem to. So, EA, please make it more relevant. All right, so something I don't want to get into yet. I really want to wait until we start getting some confirmation. Kralo said this morning on Good Morning Men that kickoff promo is slated for Thursday. We could possibly get some leaked images tomorrow morning on Good Morning Men. Possibly they do a special stream Wednesday night. I always like the special streams. I think it's a little bit better than just kind of dropping it on the quick Good Morning Madden. I like Good Morning Madden. It seems to be more tech driven this year, but maybe that's just because how botched the game was on launch. I don't know. But it seems to be much more update driven, much more communication here. Here's what we're doing. Here's what you're telling us, kind of thing. Whereas before it was, content. Here's the new player. Let's talk them up. Let's get excited about. It was a hype. It was card hype, I guess, and I enjoyed that. This year's a little bit more tech driven, but they did confirm kickoff for Thursday. So once we get a little bit more imagery, we'll come back and we'll review that in depth a little bit more. But just to note, it is coming live Thursday. Let's get into a little bit deeper dive about the update. Server maintenance seemed to be okay this morning. Then the title update got a little bit scary with this image. And I know that some people got caught in challenge strings and we're not getting credit for them. EA, come on, when you're going to put servers down, I mean, they probably put them down to do the title update. Totally understandable. I mean, they let us know they'd be doing maintenance, but this happened earlier than 1 o'clock Eastern. Looks like they took the servers down to maybe start up a little bit early. Give us some fair warning. Maybe they splashed it out in Twitter land. I don't know, but you should be able to do something in-game, some type of in-game messaging, something other than just to kick us out. I thought I heard people saying that solo battles were live and you could get into them and then the servers went down. So if that is the case and anybody got caught with a L for the start of solo battles for the year after we're already late to launch them and you're gonna have to wait another week to really get good prizes, I feel for you, man. That's why I don't like to do anything until the dust is settled with all these updates. You gotta watch yourself. Don't get into stuff when it's starting to be update time. Go do something meaningless. Go play franchise. I heard they're doing some updates for that. I don't know. When you know this stuff's happening, don't get in the middle of something too deep. You're gonna get caught with your pants down. But actually now it appears the servers are up, so we're gonna go test everything real quick. Once we test everything real quick, we're gonna be back. We're gonna see what works, what doesn't work. Make fun of EA a little bit if they totally botch this. If not, hey, maybe we'll pat them on the back. But we'll be back. We will be looking at what they say they fixed, not necessarily the balancing, because that's gonna take a while. They say they make contain better. They say they balanced throw out a sack. You can't tell in an hour's worth of playing. Maybe it was just bad luck that I threw out a sack horribly. So you got to give it a couple games. We're not gonna harp on the balancing, but we are gonna harp on the bug fixes and see what they did and didn't do. So we're gonna go check those out. We'll be back and we'll see what we got going on. So the mood of the video went south quickly. Um, Lines on the fields, I haven't been able to replicate it, so who knows if it's fixed. If it did, good job, EA. The menus are quicker. I will say the menus do feel very accelerated from what they were and super speedy from launch date. You guys did get daily rewards to start showing up, and I'm assuming level rewards are right in tied in there with it. So congratulations. Those are the things that you said you would fix that you did fix. Let's talk about the things that you didn't fix that you said you would fix. We're talking solo battles. How far? We're almost to our 2.5 weeks, week and a half. I don't know. And solo battle, it's a complete mode gone from your game. I would rather have you let us play it as much as we wanted and let us all get to legend, and for a week or two until you fixed your end, let us get some rewards. But instead, EA and their deep pockets that they're trying to fill say no, 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 no. We can't give the common man a thing. If somebody is really bad at solo battles and it takes them 20 wins to get to legendary, or it takes them 30 wins to get to legendary, and they play all 30 games, well then gosh darn it, they need to be rewarded. But anybody who's not playing for top 100, and there's only going to be 1,000 people, let's say, maybe playing for that top 100, because realistically there's only 1,000 people who are that dedicated to this game, especially in the current status that it's in. Give us the opportunity to make legend. Your game is broken, so let us be rewarded for it. When we break your game, you shut it down and you take the loophole away, and it's as simple as that. But when you break your game, it's just par for the course, and unfortunately that is the mood that EA is giving out. That broken game is just par for the course and we can deal with it. Maybe they fix franchise, but they're already saying that franchise ain't being fixed until November. So franchise ain't working right. MUT isn't working right. Maybe exhibition's working right. Yard, all the yard is Fortnite. I mean, let's give us some emotes and some cosmetics and make us pay for it all. Some skins. I'm not here for some skins. I'm here to play some football, not to make my guy look flashy. If I wanted to do that, I would play a different game. That's not what this is. So why are they releasing a game that is completely broken? Over half the game is broken. So let's just say we can play head to head, because that is one mode that's working. You can play head to head. But I got a couple friends that I invited into the game, so they want to play with me. You can't play squads. Squads is broken. Broken. It is ridiculous the amount of workaround you have to do just to be able to load into a squad game. And we're saying head-to-head squad game right now. Because squads on challenges is even more ridiculous. It's even worse. But head-to-head, we're going to do this huge workaround. And we're going to get it to load. And then we're going to be able to play the game. But we're only going to play the game at half capacity. Because you can't play shotgun. The second you play shotgun, one person doesn't get to play no more. And the quarterback is completely switched. It's ridiculous. How can every other play work, but when you're playing shotgun, it doesn't work? Like, I don't understand that. How come shotgun, a gun, is broken? How come? I would understand it. Hey, the whole game is broken, but one formation. So they're treating that formation differently for whatever reason, and it shouldn't be treated. They are treating the quarterback differently than they do in every other formation, because when he's in gun, he's free to run. I mean, that's proof right there that they want Lamar Jackson to run all over every defense just like he already is. That's proof right there. They are treating him no longer as a quarterback the second it's hiked. And it's becoming the ball carrier is what he becomes. Whether it's a designed throw or not, whether he breaks out of the pocket or not, he is becoming a ball carrier at that point. And that's wrong. He's still a quarterback. They need to figure out how to fix that. Anyway, I think I've ranted long enough. The game is completely broken. Solo battles, broken. Said it would be fixed today. It's not. EA, get on your shit. Squads, still broken. Not only is it a complete headache just to get to play the mode, but when you do, inside of it, you're completely limited. Chew clock, huge issue. They're not even addressing it today in the title update. Kick meter, it is what it is. The graphics different because they got caught with their pants down making the same exact game, so they changed the camera angle. And that point right there is not mine. That's other stuff that I'm hearing from other people. But it is absolutely true. This is the same game, hence why Squads is broken in the same way it was last year as it is this year. It's the same game. And the only saving grace that they might have in their back pocket is if every last resource was dumped into PS5. And when PS5 comes out, this is a completely fixed 100% functioning game. If this is designed for PS5, and that's why everything's broken on PS4, I understand that. But from where we're sitting as a customer, this is completely unacceptable. And until next time when you hear me rant, I'm out of here. Thanks, Madden people.